This past December I visited my home country of Greece, and I wanted to share with you some of my favorite places to visit, some of the experience I've had while I was there. So I've split this video into two parts. Part one will be my time in Athens. I spent a week before Christmas in Athens and a week after the New Year. The week in between I visited my girlfriend's hometown Alexandroupolis, which is up north, and I spent Christmas with her family, but that's going to be part two of this video. Okay, here is Athens, Greece. Terminal 5, please. When I visit home, besides spending time with family and friends, I like to go photo shooting downtown. The metro is the best and fastest way to get there. So this is the Greek Parliament Square station here in Athens, also known as Syntagma. And it took many years to get built because of corruption, but also because they kept finding all these ancient ruins wherever they were digging. So they've decorated the station with everything they found so far. Many metro stations all over Athens have ancient artifacts on display, which is pretty cool if you ask me. This is the Greek Parliament building. It used to be the old palace for the Greek monarchs until monarchy was abolished in 1924 by a referendum. The tradition in Greece is to decorate a sailboat for Christmas, though most people choose to decorate trees instead. Monastiraki area in downtown Athens is a famous flea market, packed with clothing boutiques, souvenir shops, and this old mosque that was built in 1759 by the old Ottoman governor of Athens and is now used as the Greek Folk Art Museum. Lakai is a neighborhood clustered around the north and eastern slopes of the Acropolis that incorporates labyrinth-like streets and neoclassical architecture. We are now in the streets under the Acropolis, and just a couple of streets up is Anotha, which is my favorite area of Athens because it looks just like a Greek island, but that's for a different day. I'm now going to take you to the cafe with the best view of Acropolis for the sunset. A4 Athens is a hotel in Monastiraki with a cocktail bar on the roof. It is a little overpriced, but the view will make it worth your while. A short 15-minute walk away is Philopappou Hill and another great view of the Acropolis. On our way to meet my friend's newborn baby girl, we stopped by the Olympic Stadium and were treated by an awesome rainbow. This stadium complex was designed by famous architect Santiago Calatrava, and this circulation spine is one of my favorite structures in Athens. We also stopped on a local farmer's market for some fresh eggs and fruit. Every neighborhood in Athens has these once a week. At this point of the trip, Chrissa and I have been to her hometown for the holidays and now are back in Athens together and exploring a few more spots. This is the Academy of Athens, which sits next to the University of Athens and also the National Library of Athens. The Anotha I mentioned earlier, the streets under the Acropolis that look like a traditional Greek island town. The streets get really narrow at parts and the steps quite steep. is the Panathinaik Stadium where the first modern Olympics were held in 1896. Opposite the stadium, you'll find the National Gardens, one of Athens' few parks. Just outside of the park, you're treated to the Woodbreaker statue and also the discus thrower. Climbing the hill behind the stadium brings you to another great view of the Acropolis. One last place I wanted to visit before heading back to London was the brand new Stavros Niarchos Foundation Center, a complex designed by famous architect Renzo Piano that includes facilities for the National Library of Greece and also the National Opera. The library at the time of our visit was a bit void of books and the shelves looked a bit weird empty, but I'm sure once full it will be a gorgeous space.
Funky.
Top, you find another beautiful view of Athens and also the exhibition center. Alright, that's it for part 1. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a thumbs up. Also give me some feedback so I can improve myself in the comments. So like I said, in part 2 we visit Alexandroupolis, where we also did a day trip across the border to Turkey and also went to the delta of the river Evros to look for flamingos. So consider subscribing if that's something you want to see and more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.